This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to build your online presence. Well, ahoy there, cruisers, and welcome on board one of the biggest ships in the world, Symphony of the Seas by Royal Caribbean. Today is Embarkation Day, so boarding day on this mega ship. We're going to run through exactly what Embarkation Day is like, give you all of our top tips and advice about how you can make the most of your Embarkation Day. So, should we go back in time and get on again? Well, hello and welcome to Royal Caribbean's Terminal A in Miami. Oh my gosh, so we just dropped off our bags, that all went fine. The terminal looks lovely, but the line to get on the ship is crazy balls. It is absolutely massive. It goes all the way around the block. I'm not kidding you, it must be almost half a mile long. We're almost back at the Disney ship that we just got off, which is really funny. Our arrival time was like 45 minutes ago as well, so not sure why it's taking so long, but we'll find out why. But it doesn't matter because we've got 12 nights on this beast, so it's going to be all good if we've got to wait a little bit to get on. Right, let's see how long this takes. Still waiting, been waiting about 25 minutes so far. They built a brand new terminal, but you can't see it at all, which is a shame because it looks like a beautiful building, but it's kind of covered, which sucks because it's a gorgeous building, but hopefully shouldn't be too long now. So people are just basically cutting in line behind us, which is really annoying. They're not going to the very back of the queue, and none of the staff are stopping them, which is a bit of a shame because we've been waiting about 35 minutes and other people haven't waited at all, which really sucks. But hey, a bit rude, people. Stick to the lines.
All checked in, all through security. It was quite long, but it was a very smooth and seamless process. And now it is time to board the ship.
Here we go, very exciting. So after security, we're straight on the ship. Need to go straight to our room. I need a wee. Really bad, that was a long wait. Excited. Here we go, David. Let's get on.
So now that we're on board, the first thing that we are going to do, and the first thing that we suggest you do, is go straight to your muster station and get your muster drill done and out the way. You need to go to your muster station to check in. You will need your room key, so everybody in your group will need their room key. Bring that with you and check in with the crew. And then once that's done, vacation starts. Cool, so I've spotted our muster station just outside Studio B, muster station D1. If you're unsure where it is, check the back of your cabin door because there is a map and it'll show you exactly where you need to go. It'll also be on your app and it's also printed on your cruise card so you know which muster station you are in.
So one of the first things that we did was change our dining times. We were assigned the early dining time of 5:30, but that's far too early for us, so we went and had it changed to 8:30 every night. So we recommend if you don't like the dining time that you've been assigned or picked, as soon as you get on board, head to the main dining room, speak to the maitre d', and they're more than happy to change it for you. So that's great. Recommend doing that as soon as you get on because the times do go. So when it comes to the muster drill, there's actually two different parts. That part we just did there on the ship, but before you even get on the ship, you can download the app and you can watch the safety video, listen to things like the emergency horns and have a quick look through the safety information, and then it ticks it off as completed. These things must be done. You can also watch the safety video in your cabin if you want to, but we highly recommend you download the Royal Caribbean app just because there are so many different things on there, but it's great. So you can do half of your safety drill before you even get on the ship. And honestly, it's so good. Loads of cruise lines now are going back to the pre-COVID ways of doing that long muster drill, like on Disney Cruise Line a few weeks ago. But this is so much better. It's super fast, no large crowds or anything like that. So yeah, definitely download the app and do it all on there. If you don't attend these things and don't go to the muster drills, your name will be called out on the loud tonneau. So don't embarrass yourself by doing that. As soon as you get on the ship, get that muster drill done, then you're done. You can enjoy your vacation. If you've cruised before, you'll probably already know that it's very chaotic on boarding day, as was the boarding getting on today. So we've just came to Park Cafe instead of like the main buffet because it will be so busy up there. I just got a salad bowl. Really simple. You build your own salad, pick all of your own protein and vegetables and all that jazz. Went with lots of cheese and went with lots of sauce as well. Nice little salad.
Yes, already we've had an announcement that some people have not checked into their muster station and we can't leave until they have. The captain has came on and said, please go and check in because as soon as you do that, we're off to Europe. Also, once you get on board, make sure you do log straight onto that Royal Caribbean app to start booking things. This isn't just limited to the entertainment, it also includes the specialty dining as well. We've already noticed on this 12-night cruise, things are starting to book up and sell out. So log straight onto the app, make sure you book all the shows you want to see and any dining and restaurants you want to dine in.
Right, we're going to head to the cabin now. Take this next statement with a little pinch of salt because it is early days, but gosh, the crew seem really miserable, guys. I've got no idea why. They just seem a little bit down. We're really perceptive when it comes to crew. Within seconds of getting on a ship, usually we can tell exactly what the mood's going to be like on board. So far, it's a bit cold and icy. It could just because it's very busy and this is a transatlantic cruise, so it's very different. So hopefully they do warm up. Obviously, it doesn't go for everyone. It's just the general feel, especially having just got off Disney where the crew are amazing. So maybe it's just a bit of a culture shock, maybe.
Yay! Our bags are here. We can really unpack, settle into the cabin and get this cruise started. If I can lift this bag.
I'll come and help him in a minute, guys. I'm just having fun watching.
You'd think we'd get used to packing now light.
Oh my gosh. So we're in our room now. Our bags came, as you saw, we finally got them into the cabin. We've met our lovely room stewardess. She's called Liz. She is so lovely, bright and beautiful and very nice indeed. It's always really nice to meet really nice crew on cruise ships, and she's no exception. She's really lovely. She was very funny and calling us Diamond VIPs. I love that. I love that we're Diamond now. If you didn't know, it's just the loyalty scheme that cruise lines have. Royal Caribbean's loyalty scheme is called the Crown and Anchor Society Club, and we've just reached Diamond, which is really high up really, so we get lots of little freebies like 4 free drinks a day, access to the lounge and some events and things like that, and a discount when we book our cruise. So it's pretty worthwhile sticking with one cruise line sometimes just to get high up on their tier system. Anyway, we're in our room. It's really nice. The thing we love about Royal Caribbean cabins, super spacious, super modern, bags full of room, nice big bed, and we've got a big balcony as well. We'll put up a full balcony tour so you can have a look at all of the details, all of the storage, plug sockets, beds and everything. That is basically Embarkation Day over, but like the name of this video, we want to give you our ultimate guide to Embarkation Day, specifically to Royal Caribbean. We have done so many Royal Caribbean cruises. As you know, we're now Diamond as well, so that goes to prove that. So we're just going to give you all of our biggest tips so that you are fully prepared and all ready, so you're not going to be delayed or anything once you're board, and you're going to have absolutely everything you need. First of all, after you booked your cruise, check-in will open about 45 days before departure. So we definitely recommend downloading the Royal Caribbean app at this point. You're going to use it so much on your cruise. You can check in on the app, or you can alternatively log into your Royal Caribbean account on the Royal Caribbean website and check in and get that all done. And at this time also, after you've checked in, you can select your port arrival window time. Now this is the time that you arrive at the port. If you arrive earlier than your boarding window, you could be turned away. We've seen it happen in the past. So if you want to get a nice early boarding time and have more time to enjoy on the ship, do it as soon as the boarding window opens up to 45 days before.
So as soon as you've booked your cruise, you can log on to the cruise planner and start booking things such as shore excursions, specialty dining packages, drinks packages, Wi-Fi, lots and lots of onboard extras. It's also a great time to do that because sometimes they offer pre-cruise purchase sales. These do vary and they change usually once a month, but if you log on, you may see that you have a 50% discount or 80% discount on drinks packages, things like that. So do keep checking if you want to pre-purchase anything.
So once it starts getting closer to your cruise and you're getting ready to pack, make sure you check that you've got all of the things necessary for your cruise. Things like the correct type of ID, whether that's a driving license or passport, depending on where you're traveling in the world. Now there are other destinations that are still requiring testing, so just make sure that you check exactly what is needed. It's super important.
Also make sure you have any vaccination documentation to hand in case they do ask for that, plus any visas or ESTAs, so have that all printed out on pieces of paper ready to hand over just in case they need it.
We built our website using Squarespace and it saved us so much time and effort. You too can build a beautiful website using Squarespace. It's just so easy. There's loads of customizable templates and dynamic layouts. It takes just minutes to put together pages complete with images, videos, text, and SEO optimization. We used to dread making changes and adding more content. It was always such a faff, but not anymore. Highlights for us are the powerful blogging tools. We can quickly categorize content and engage with our viewers through the comment system. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Ben and David to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. This is the time you're going to be packing your carry-on luggage. This is a really important thing. Make sure all of your documentations go in there with your IDs, any medication, expensive electronics, and all of the copies and stuff in there. We also recommend packing a bathing suit and an extra change of clothes, just in case you don't get your bags till later on in the night. They can take some time to come. Ours came really early today, which is really good. It's just super important you keep all of that important stuff in your carry-on luggage, along with any drinks you bring on board, because you can bring on 2 bottles of wine per stateroom or 12 cans or bottles of water or soda as well. So make sure that's in your carry-on luggage, because if it's in your checked luggage, you're going to get it taken away from you. So that'd be a big shame.
Just before you leave your home, double check that you have your IDs and money as well, and any credit cards that you need, and all your luggage. Guilty, we have left a bag at home before. We don't talk about it, it never happened.
And one thing that we definitely recommend as well, if you have a flight ahead of you or a long journey in a car, we do recommend getting to the port a day early, because anything can happen. The world is crazy at the moment. There's flight delays all around the world, there's strikes, so you're going to want to make sure that you arrive at the port in time. We like to arrive a day before just to make it safe.
Another tip is to label your luggage at home or at the hotel that you're staying at. You will be sent luggage tags by Royal Caribbean. You can print those out and attach them to your luggage at home. You don't have to do this. Don't worry if you arrive at the port without luggage tags, but it just makes things a little bit quicker when arriving at the port. You don't have to find a luggage attendant to manually get a label, write it out for you, and then attach it to your luggage. Just makes things a little bit quicker.
Definitely. So the first thing you're going to do when you arrive at the port is drop off your luggage with a baggage attendant. We usually tip $5 for 2 or 3 bags. It's just good etiquette.
So after you've dropped your checked bag, and remember you've kept your carry-on bag with you with all that important documentation in it, you're then going to queue up and enter the terminal. Make sure that you have your set sail pass ready to hand to show to the attendants. This can be kept on your phone, or you can print it off so you have a hard copy with you. You'll also show all your documentation at this point. This includes any vaccination requirements, any identification, and things like that. So make sure you also have that handy, plus have the credit card that you've placed on file handy as well, because they will ask to see that. And then next step is security. It does depend on the cruise terminal. Some terminals you do security before checking in, whereas others you check in first and then do security. Security is very much like an airport. You pop your bag on the scanners and then that gets scanned with a security guard.
And just remember, you're not going to be given your room key until you get on board the ship, so don't be expecting that. So after security, you're going to go through to the departure lounge, depending on whether or not the ship has been cleared for boarding, or if there's a queue or a lot of people in there, you'll be called through to board the ship, and this is the super exciting part. You'll board the ship just like you board an aircraft, and then you'll onboard the ship. It's really fantastic, and it's such a great feeling. It really is, to just walk in and be welcomed by all the crew. It's the best feeling in the world.
Before the ship even sets sail, the captain will do a safety drill over the ship's tannoy and also sound the emergency alarms. Don't panic. Don't be running for your life jackets.
They're very loud.
Yeah, this is not another Titanic moment. This is just so you know what the safety drill sounds like if in case of emergency. Touch wood, it won't happen. This, though, is really the horn to say your cruise has started.
Woohoo!
So head up to the top decks and join the sail away party.
Yeah, it's always so much fun. So you can go wave everybody off from land. Here in Miami, where we're departing from, is a great sail away. You get an amazing view of all the apartments and the beach, which is fantastic. Have a few drinks up on deck and just really celebrate the start of your cruise. It's always a really good moment. Then we usually come down, unpack, maybe have a shower, and then go for dinner. It's not complicated. We just wanted to give you a few tips just to make it as easy as possible for you. So we hope you enjoyed them.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as you're prepared and you have everything ready with you, it will go smooth sailing.
So talking about sail away, let's head up and join in on the fun, shall we? And wow, what a sail away. There was dancing and some spectacular views of Miami. It was time to say goodbye. But first of all, we saw the Disney Dream, which we just got off that morning go by. A fantastic sail away.
So we've came to the Diamond event. Now we are Diamond, so we wanted to take this opportunity to see what it's all about. Today it's been held in the solarium. It's a great opportunity to meet other Diamond members, plus there's free drink. So if you do want a free glass of wine, some nibbles, and also meet some of the captains, it's a great thing to do.
The captains, David, there's only one captain.
Might be two. The captains, the senior officers, you know.
Staff captains.
Staff captains, all the different people, yeah. It's a great event. And like I said, grab yourself a glass of bubbly.
Oh, so all showered and dressed. Boarding day, embarkation day can be very busy and it is very tiring. We are tired now, it's a long day, lots of travelling. But like we said, it's dinner, so we're going to go for dinner and it's going to be a good one. Come join us.
Really excited for this one. It's one of our favourite restaurants on Royal Caribbean.
Oh, and it's located outside in the Central Park. This area is amazing. The ship is rocking a little bit tonight and we haven't even started crossing the Atlantic yet, so let's go find it, shall we? I'm excited for this one. Yes, so we've came to Jamie's Italian. It's been a while since we've been here because the last few times it's been Giovanni's table, so really looking forward to this. We love our Italian food, and does it get any better than this? We're sat here on the Central Park area outside eating al fresco because it is going to get colder and colder as we get towards Europe, so we're taking the chance to eat outside tonight, just having a look at the menu, and we're just going to pop in our orders. Really excited. The past few days have been very busy. Do you get it? Pasta?
Get it.
Oh jeez. Anyway, got some bowls, arancini bowls covered in some truffle. Treat yourself, because I'm going to treat myself. Let's go in there. I think I'm going to do a whole bowlage. Love arancini bowls. They're like rice and then deep fried with some batter on the outside. I love bowl form food. You know I do. Let's go for it. It's me and Mario. That was a bowl filled with love. Beautiful taste, very Italian-y, lots of garlic, lots of the good stuff. So happy to sit down and chill out and have a lovely meal on the ship. Do bear in mind, if you booked a dining package like us, we booked the 3-night dining package, you are assigned a restaurant for your first night of your cruise. We've picked Jamie's Italian, so just bear that in mind.
So another starter has came, so you can order as many starters as you like. We went for the garlic buns. These look dirty and delicious. They're smothered in garlic salt with whole garlic chips on the top as well. We are going to have stinky breath tonight. You have to like garlic because that is a lot of garlic. Soft bun with delicious garlic flavour, and it's salty as well. Oh, so good. And I also ordered a mocktail. I ordered a very berry mocktail. It was $5. Guys, it's not great. It's kind of just juice. And for $5, you expect a little bit more. Even like a fancier glass, maybe.
Oh, and I went for a delicious vintage circa 2023. It's called Sprite Zero, and it's very good. Anyway, I'm going to try some of these garlic breads because they look absolutely delicious. Oh my gosh.
Ben, you look sponsored by Sprite, by the way.
I know, I'm wearing a green top as well. Let's have a little try of these bad boys, shall we? Oh my God. I want to open that up, climb in it, and live in it. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so garlicky. That is absolutely a wonder bar. Oh my gosh, I could eat a whole loaf of these. Oh, weirdly, it is getting a bit chilly out here tonight, and we're only on our first night. I hope it gets a little bit warmer. Anyway, I've been here about an hour and 15 minutes now, had 2 of the 3 starters, so I'm not sure what's going on. It's not very busy, but our waiter is running around like a headless chicken for some reason. I'm not sure why. We'll see what's happening. I just want lots of nice pasta and lots of nice food pleasing me. I'm a grown boy, I need my food. Ooh, so almost an hour and a half after we got here, we finally got our main courses. We never got that 3rd starter, who I assume the maitre d' came out and asked if everything was okay, and we said, well, we're still missing a starter. Nothing's came yet, guys. Anyway, I got the carbonara. Let's have a little taste, shall we? It looks a little bit on the dry side, to be honest. I have had this before and I remember it being super creamy and delicious, but let me have a little taste. It might just look worse than it actually tastes. So it tastes okay, but it is a little bit dry and it's not that hot either, which is a shame. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a little bit disappointed really, because this has now gone up to $54 plus tax per person. Just before the pandemic, it was as low as $45, $35, depending on what ship you're on. So it's almost doubled in price, and you are getting smaller portions and not as much food, so that's a bit of a shame. Anyway, how's yours, David?
Mine looks significantly creamier than yours, Ben. I got the prawn linguine, which is coated in garlic. It actually looks really nice. A little bit small though, I will say, and it does have some nice big juicy pieces of prawn on top. Let's give this a go. Like I said, lots and lots of lovely prawns on the top. but I think I've got about 4 scoops of pasta on my plate and that's it. We also got a salad, which looks really sad, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like something I would have made at home. I think it's the avocado from the El Loco Fresh as the base and then just half a lettuce plonked on top with a few radishes. No dressing, nothing like that. That is the saddest looking salad I've ever seen. So we came to desserts now after our mains, and really quick, desserts came almost within the next 2 minutes. I went for the Amalfi lemon cheesecake, and we also got a scoop of gelato on the side. It tastes really good, creamy, super light, packed full of flavour, lemon zest, absolutely delicious.
I got the chocolate brownie, salted caramel gelato with some lovely popcorn as well. Let's have a little taste, shall we? That is very good. The salted caramel gelato is a treat to one's tongue. The brownie's nice and warm and sticky and delicious, and that popcorn's lovely and chewy. A really good dessert, really, I've got to say. Even if it does look a little bit smaller, it's perfectly enough after the meal we've ate anyway, but yeah, not bad at all, pretty good. So we finished our meal in Jamie Italians. Now that was what I would like to call a strange one. It was very strange. We did find out the server was brand new. He was lovely, so we can completely forgive that. Any weirdness with the service. Everybody starts somewhere, don't they, with a new job. And all that mattered was that he had a lovely smile on him and he was very polite. So, well, apart from that dessert and the garlic bread, which were fantastic, the main courses and the rest of it was kind of meh, main dining room quality. The meals that we had on Celebrity not long ago in the specialty restaurants, so much better. Oh my God, so much better. I do think I prefer Giovanni's table to Jamie's Italian. But gosh, that was a mouthful. Anyway, getting tired now, guys, so we're going to head to bed. Very, very cold now outside. I can't believe how cold it is. We're just like a few hours outside of Miami, but it's very chilly con carne. One thing that I have to say was really lovely was that they had a live guitarist the whole evening in the park. And it just felt really nice. It kind of felt like we're in some upscale setting, like on land. It was very strange. I forgot that we're on a ship. It was very strange indeed.
I'm really liking with the new trend that Royal Caribbean is doing with their ships of putting some really cool artwork, and it's always different, so it's different on every single stairwell across the ship. It's fabulous. It's not just a repetition of a pattern that we saw on like Carnival. It's actually
awesome.
Unique. Yeah, it's really awesome.
Guys, we're not having much luck with smelly cabins or smelly ships because this deck 6, stinks. It completely reeks of poop and sewage, and we can smell it in our room a little bit. We sprayed some aftershave in there to try and get rid of the stench, but we'll see. If it doesn't go away, we'll report it because it's a long time to be in a smelly cabin, 12 nights. Yucky, yucky, mucky yucks. And oh, back in our room. It does feel very lovely to be back after it's been cleaned by our lovely room attendant, after we unpacked and everything. But unfortunately, it looks like this is going to be a thing of the past, the turn down service, because there's been lots of cuts lately on P&O cruises in the UK, as well as Norwegian Cruise Line. They both recently cut out the turn down service, and Royals announced the same, so that's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We do like coming into a freshly cleaned cabin with the bed all nicely made, and it's not like the crew are going to be getting extra time off. What I suspect is they will be doing even more cabins instead.
Absolutely, yeah, they're going to be working even harder. Anyway, we came back into our room. We've got a lovely little towel animal, which is good to see, and we've got a list of all of the shows that are going to be on this cruise. So you're going to want to stick by and subscribe because we've got all of that coming soon, and there's some really cool stuff. So thank you so much for watching.
Big thank you as well to our patrons. If you'd like to support us, you can find out more about becoming a patron by clicking the link in the description section below.
So that's it till next time.
Happy cruising!